Hi Flosstube, it's Stacie for Stacie Stitches, or now known as Stacie Stitches Creative Studio. More about that later. Today is Wednesday, July 14th, 2021. This is episode number 17. This channel, if you're new here, is about cross stitch, crafting, and my silly little life. If you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming by and spending some more time with me. I really appreciate it. We are back home in Florida. Yay! No, it really feels good to be home. Just adjust this. Forgive my hair. It's getting long because we've been gone for a month and a half and it's just been unruly, and it's dreadfully hot and humid and rainy here. So yes, we were in Pennsylvania for a month and a half. It was great. So we were there maybe about 6 weeks. We think 6 weeks might be a little too long. So maybe next time we'll cut that in half to maybe about 3. That seems to be the sweet spot. But having 6 weeks at home means that we had plenty of time to do whatever we wanted and see however many people we wanted. I got to spend some good quality time with my girlfriends. We went out to dinner, we had fun, we laughed, we drank, then we had a little pool day with my best friend and her kids and my other friend and their kids. It was just super, super lovely. And then of course, we're getting ready to come home and here comes Hurricane Elsa. You know, the frozen bitch queen who tries to kill her sister in those Disney movies. Just kidding, just kidding. But that's what my husband calls her, the cold-hearted bitch who tried to kill her sister in the movie Frozen. It's not entirely wrong. She had an abominable snowman or snow yeti thing try to throw her sister off a cliff. So anyway, Hurricane Elsa was making her way up the coast when we were deciding to leave. So originally we were supposed to leave on July 10th, that Saturday. Right? The 10th? Yeah. But rather than that, we wanted to get home a little bit early in case there was any storm damage and we needed to clean up before heading back to work. So we decided to head south on Thursday. Now, generally we would ride the coast down that, ride 95 down the coast, I-95. But the storm seemed to be tracking right up 95. So we decided to try an alternative route, which took us through Harrisburg and down through Maryland and West Virginia and the west side of all those states. And to be honest, it was so much better than driving 95. You drove through the mountains, the view was great, the traffic was next to nothing. And honestly, that first day we traveled, we made excellent time. We stayed over in Charlotte, which was good. And then when we headed out on Friday, traffic was good until we hit the dreaded 95, because you still have to eventually get on 95 to finish getting us home. So we have to get on 95 a little bit below Santee, which is Santee, South Carolina, North Carolina? I don't know. Jess, Stitches of Stash, she can tell me because she knew exactly the way we were going, like here nor there. So we made it home, 2 days. Not so terrible. We think we'll do that westward drive going forward. So yeah, that was my awesome new thing this week, is that we're home now. And Danny's a little sad because he has nothing to do, because this week we didn't have anything planned for him, because usually he's like one of those kids who, after he's had a bunch of excitement for a period of time, he like crashes for 3 days and doesn't want to do anything, doesn't want to go outside, doesn't want to play with friends. But that hasn't been the case. He's been dying to see his friends from here, but they're all busy. They all have summer camps that they're going to, or they're on vacation, or, excuse me, my eye is really bothering me. I'm sorry about that. So yeah, so he's a little bummed, but he'll get over it. He has camp for the next 3 weeks, and then it's back to school for him. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. That'll be a little bit, he'll be more occupied and we won't have to worry about him so much. So that was my awesome new thing this week, that we made it back to Florida. We're all in our own beds. We had, all of our offices are set back up again, and I did not realize how much of a mess we left behind when we left. It kind of just like picked up, left, and just left shit everywhere. So yeah, on to the stitching. I have some finishes this week. Yes, not FFOs. Like, I did plan to FFO, and then I just didn't even want to do it after 2 days in the car. So I didn't want to drag out. Well, I left my office in a mess. My this space here, this office, crafting room, whatever you want to call it, it was a mess when we got here. So I had to spend some time cleaning it up. And I just didn't want to drag all my stuff back out because I just finished cleaning it. So that's that. So I do have some finishes. The first one, this is all for hashtag Stitchmas in July. I finished the Mill Hill kit with the pickle. How cute is that pickle? I used to hate beading, but I think I don't really mind it that much anymore. So I know some of you had said that you do follow the Christmas pickle tradition as well. So I thought that was super cute. I also finished another ornament, Mill Hill ornament, the Christmas sweet cupcake. This one has a lot of beading on it. Can you see those shiny beads? Look, nothing. I haven't filmed in a while, so now I don't know how to do anything anymore. Cute. And then in the car, I managed to finish another Mill Hill kit called the Patriotic Quartet Kit. Y'all, I did beading in the car. Who's a badass bitch now? Me. Thanks to the help of Amy Allegro Stitches bead holder. I was using her bead holder that I bought about a month ago, but yeah, you see here's beads here. So it turned out cute, though I have no idea how I'm going to finish it, because obviously I don't want to make it into a pillow because I think the beads would get all weird. I don't know, maybe I'll do a pillow. So yeah, I finished that. Cute. And then I also finished my round of Flosstube Friends. I was working on Jessica's piece. So I'm doing this round robin with Jessica, Stitches of Sass, Bobby of Pumpkin Creek Primitives, Sally, who is Skate, SK8, Mom Stitches on Instagram, Heather of Punky Pearls, Punky Pearls, or Punky's Place, and Janet with the Janet Jabber. So I just finished Jess's. Jess is going through, we were supposed to mail our stuff off on the 12th, but Jess is having a rough time right now with some personal stuff. So we're pushing back our ship dates until she has a little bit more time on her hands. And she was so upset that she wasn't going to make the deadline, and we were like, we're all friends, and dude, you got a ton of shit going on, so don't worry about this. But look, I finished her. She's so pretty. So I think I'm getting Bobby's piece next, and Sally has told me she's already mailed it off, but I'm gonna wait to mail mine to Heather until we have a better idea of how Jess is doing. So if you know Jess, Stitches of Sass, oh my goodness, Stitches of Sass, just send a few prayers up for her, or good thoughts and good vibes. So she picked 18 Count Ada Caramel by Seraphim Fabrics, and she's using all of the called for DMC. You guys have seen this piece a million times, but it's so much fun. We have made such good friends. I am so excited for our girls' getaway to Charleston in February. I know it's kind of like crappy timing because Stacie Stitches just announced that they're having a retreat in February, but I won't be going to the retreat and my girls' weekend. And I'm picking my girls' weekend because, number one, I already paid for it. And number two, I had that in the works first. So that's where I am on that front. So I have quite a few new starts. So let's get on with them. So for my Stitchmas in July, I decided that I'm finally going to start Santa's Village from Country Cottage Needleworks, and I'm starting with Santa's house. I'm gonna do this all on one big sheet. Lord help me. And I'm stitching this on a 36 count, 36 count Ocean Air from Fox and Rabbit. And I thought it would be nice because it's blue. And this is how far along I've gotten on it. So I got the border done, some of the snowflakes, and one chimney. So yeah, I think that blue will look really nice. So it'll look like a crisp, cold winter sky. So yes, stitching that on 36 count Ocean Air from Fox and Rabbit. Stitching it 1/2 with the called for threads, which is a mixture of DMC and Weeks and Gentle Arts and classic, pretty much everything except silks. So there's Weeks, there's Gentle Arts, there's DMC, and Classic Colorworks. So that was one new start. Then I also, so I'm supposed to be doing the Stitchmas in July, but then all the Halloween stuff is coming out too. So I decided that I was going to start hashtag Spooky Sunday Stitching. Yeah, Spooky Sunday Stitching. So on Sundays, I'm only gonna stitch Halloween themed items. And I signed up for the Tiny Modernist Sal, When Witches Go Riding. And I couldn't help myself and I had to start it. Because it's so stinking cute. So this is a mystery Sal. So here is the first part. Can you see it? Yes, you can. So super cute, right? And I don't know why I signed up for these Sals, because 9 times out of 10 I usually don't do them. I never finish them, but I think I'll finish this one because I really did get a good start on this. So this is When Witches Go Riding from Tiny Modernist. Y'all, I got a pretty good bit of this done already. What? Look at that crazy witch. This has been so much fun to stitch up. I really, really am enjoying it. Oh, and look, Rebel Stitcher, there's one of your needle minders. I figured Flying Witch, Flying Pig, might as well. Because you know what? I realized I have 0 Halloween needle minders. I have none. But this is super fun. And I am stitching it on 36 count Color Happens from Fiber on a Whim. So this is what happens when the dyer just dyes something and it doesn't quite come out the way they want to. This one is super cool because it has some green modeling in it. So I thought it'd be awesome for this piece. And then I didn't have the called for colors, I don't think. I think it was called for DMC. But I was like, I want to use some of my Forbidden Fiber Co. Threads because I haven't used any of them yet, and I'm in the Just Flossin' Club, and I have all these beautiful Forbidden Fiber Co. threads, and I'm not using them. So now I'm using them. See, don't those colors just work marvelously? So I'm using Fern, Orchid, and that's the other great thing about this pattern is there's only 5 colors or whatever. Orchid, and then for the gray I am using Smokescreen. I'm gonna try to do this without showing. There we go, Smokescreen. And then just the DMC 310 and B5200, which was the called for. But this is super fun. And I know there's a bunch of us doing it. I know Jess is on this train too. She's working on it. I don't know if any of the other girls are working on it, but there's a ton of people doing it. I think the ladies from 3 Trail Stitchers, maybe? Or they're doing the other one from last year, maybe. I don't know. Carrie, Sarah, Whitney. Whitney, I'm sure you picked this up, but I could be wrong. So that was another new start. And then following in my lovely, lovely friend Janet's footsteps, I decided, because I have all of these patterns, I'm going to do a 30-minute seasonal stitch every day. So I've started Celtic Summer from Lavender and Lace. I love these. It's usually not my aesthetic, but it has the word Celtic in it, so of course I gotta, you know, and I've had these in my stash, I want to say for at least, how long have me and my husband been together? 21 years. So I want to say at least 20 years, probably. So I am taking a note from Janet, and I am going to stitch the summer lady during the summer season, the autumn lady during autumn, the winter lady during winter, and the spring lady during spring. Now for winter, I don't have the winter one because I trashed it. I got fed up with it and I threw it away. That was years ago. I know it's like blasphemy to throw things away, but I got so pissed off at it that I had to throw it away because of the stupid whisper threads. But I do have the Christmas one. So I might do the Celtic Christmas one during winter, and then maybe when I'm done that, I'll pick up a winter on another time. So I'm going to stitch on this 30 minutes a day, every day in the during the summer season. So instead of doing 25/7, I'm doing 30 minutes seasonal stitching, or 30-minute seasonal stitching. That's going to be the hashtag. So Janet, if you want to use that hashtag, hop on board. So I did start this, and the only thing that really stinks about these lavender and lace patterns is that they call for needle paint threads, which aren't really made anymore. And it's really hard to get a DMC conversion, but there are some out there, so I'm just going to use it. I'm just going to go with it, and we'll see how it goes. So this is how far along I've gotten. Mind you, I started this 2 days ago. So it's pretty good. So this is one of the top borders, and rather than using the infamously annoying treasure braid gold, I'm using DMC Diamant. I think it gives the same effect, and I find the thread so much easier to work with. So that's what I'm doing. And these are all the luscious colors for that, all DMC. So yeah. Obviously, I don't think I'm gonna get this done in the summer season, but we'll see. We'll see if I can, number one, stick to 30 minutes a day on this piece, because lately, not to be offensive, and I'm sorry if this offends anybody, but I've had stitching ADD where I can't really get into the groove of stitching on one thing, and I feel like I'm all over the place stitching on a bunch of different shit. So I'm sure we all feel like that sometimes. But those were my 3 new starts. So, yes, 3 new starts. That's a lot for me, especially considering I didn't really finish anything big. I just finished those little ornament things. I have UFO'd some things, some patriotic stuff that I started for Patriotic May. Whatever hashtag I did, I can't remember now. I am really like out of it. So I'm putting them on hold. I'm not abandoning them. I'm putting them on hold until next year. So whatever was started, I put it away. When I came home, because I had bought so much stuff at all of the different shops and at StitchCon and all that, I had to reorganize my patterns, and I had to like put stuff away that I hadn't put away, and just like mail that had been piling up. So I got a file box, not a file drawer or cabinet, just a plastic file box so that I could organize my patterns, and I'm organizing them by category, like theme or whatever. And that has worked out really well, because I already keep a spreadsheet of them all, but when you want to go get it, you need to like be able to readily access it. Okay, I'm rambling and like going off on 5 different tangents because my notes aren't working properly. And with that, we'll go to whips. So this is another piece for hashtag Stitchmas in July. If you recall, I started this during March Madness. I think it won 2 rounds in March Madness. So this is Ornamental Joy from Country Cottage Needleworks. Y'all keep in mind that all of this stuff, these 3 pieces here, I started since I've been home. And I got home on the, whatever last Thursday was, the 10th, the 9th, or last Friday, the 9th? Yeah, I got home on the 9th. So I'm using all the called for, which is a mixture of DMC and Country Cottage Needleworks, right? Maybe 1 week's. Yeah, Louisiana hot sauce. One of the week's dye works. So when I pulled this out, I had only gotten the top brown stitching done. So the top border arrow thing and the tops of these like holly leaves or whatever. So look how far I've done in a couple of days. Yeah. And this is stitching up so nice. And I realize now it's because it's on a Jobelin. That's why it's been so easy. So Jobelin even weave. 28 count lamb's wool Jobelin stitched 2/2. It's going to be pretty. And I think I'm going to make it into a pillow. Because it'll be like it'll be a nice size pillow. Elongated pillow. Wait till you guys see what I got for pillows. Because I got some finishing stuff when I was in Pennsylvania too that I didn't show you since my last video. Because you know I went more shopping. I can't go shopping anymore. I have to like slow it down a bit. Okay. So then I did put a few more stitches into Rose Markey from Long Dog Samplers. Let me show that one to ya. If my iPad will cooperate. Sometimes in iBooks, it just can't close out of things. It's like, it like gets stuck. But that's because I'm like on the most ancient version of an iPad. I think I have an iPad 2. But I got it for free, so I can't really complain. Well, it's like I didn't really get it for free. I won it at work. Not a bad price for doing your job. So To remind you, this is what Rose Marquee looks like. And I decided that I wanted to do it in 2 different colors. So I'm stitching this with Fiberlicious Yummy Fibers of beautiful silks in Hunter Green and Purple Rain. These are 2 of my favorite colors. Hunter Green was one of my wedding colors, and purple, y'all know, is purple is my color. Purple's my jam. So I did, and this is stitched on, I think this is 36 count. No, 32 count April Showers from Fiberlicious as well. Y'all, look at that. Can you really appreciate that? That's a lot of work. So when I picked this back up, I had done most of this already. And so now I'm going into the other color, the purple. So good. So good. And this fabric is just, come on, I mean, really? Gwen, come on. It's really not showing up as well as I'd like, but it's a much deeper purple than that. So I was glad to get a few more stitches in that, and it feels so soft. It's like so, yeah, yummy. This one will be definitely one that I want to frame. So I put some more stitches in that. And that is all my stitching that I've done. But one thing I did want to talk about is I had asked you all for some assistance with this pattern, the Inheritance Sampler from Summer House Stitchworks. Yeah. And I had put a poll up, and I love you all, but I'm not following what you wanted me to do. So this is the pattern. And if you are a fan of Ymir of Almond M&M Studios, she had showed this, and we are going to do this as a sal for my birthday. So we will start the sal on July 29th, my birthday, and it will be hashtag Inheritance Sampler Sal. And I'm sure Ymir is going to do it on some super ridiculously tiny fabric. I know she's going to dye some, so I'll be interested to see what she does. But I decided that, because you all know I've been dying to start some 40 count Verdal. 40 count Verdal from Jody of the Steel City Stitchers. And I got this when we were at StitchCon. I got this. Okay, it's really not that bright. It is more, a little more orange than that. Because that's like super bright. But this beautiful yellow. And I decided to do the Crescent Colorworks that I found. Because I was talking to, or I was chatting with Jess, and she told me to keep in mind that Classic Colorworks was still making those, technical difficulties. So yes, I was afraid that the dye lots were going to be completely different. And my fears were realized. So here are the 2 Crescent Colorworks colors. That's the dye lot. And then here are the Classic Colorworks dye lots. So while they are different, you know, they're the same color, the dye lots are clearly different. So here, just to . so you can see this one is like more silvery and this one is more purple. And so what I've decided to do is do the bulk of it in the classic Colorworks, but then when it comes to putting like the initials, I'm going to use the Crescent Colorworks. So while it'll probably all look the same in the end, but I thought I don't want to waste those two colors, and that just looks amazing. And on this yellow fabric, I mean, come on. That's going to be so gorgeous, in my opinion. I know you all were hoping that I would do the mixture of the spring silks, but I'm just afraid that number one, I think it might be too busy with too many colors. And number two, I was afraid that some of those silks were limited editions and that I wouldn't have enough to do it. So, Birthday Sal, me and Ymir of Almond M&Ms, if you'd like to join us, you have plenty of time to hop on the train. Please do. Please tag us in your start. Let me know if you plan on doing it. Again, I'm doing that on 40 count Verdal from Stacie Stitches, Jody, with Classic Colorworks, Blueberry Tart, and Blue Beatrice. I'm excited about this. I said to Ymir, I was like, if you want to start it early, we can start it early. We don't have to wait till July 29th. I mean, come on. And she's like, no, that'll give me time to dye my fabric. And I'm like, okay, I guess I can wait. But I mean, it wouldn't be a birthday start if I did it before my birthday. So that's kind of like plans-ish, but I wanted to throw that out there in case y'all wanted to hop on that train. Who am I watching? So for the hashtag under 1000 subs club, I've been watching, I've already mentioned these two ladies before, but they are worth mentioning again. So Shelley of Steno Stitches, she's not only a cross stitcher, but she and her husband designed cross stitch. She's a quilter. She is very A-type personality, organized, and she's nervous in front of the camera, which most of us are. In person, though, she is, I don't want to say she's completely different. She's just more relaxed. She's more herself. But give her a chance because she is super great and she is super nice and she does beautiful work. So check out Shelley, Steno Stitches. The other shout out I want to give to for the under 1000 subs club is for Zan, Crazy Band Lady Stitches. She just hit her 500 subscriber mark, similarly to me. I met her at StitchCon in the late night stitching room, which you guys, I've already talked about her. But every time that I watch her floss tube, I laugh. She makes me laugh every single time. She makes no qualms about who she is. She says pretty much whatever she wants. And she does beautiful stitching. She does amazing project bags and quilting. And she is just super fun to watch and to listen to. So if you haven't checked her out, check out Zan, Crazy Band Lady Stitches. I'm trying to decide if I want to do, what do I want to talk to you about next? Okay, so let's get some housekeeping stuff out of the way. If you follow me on Instagram, you will know that Stacie Stitches Creative Studio just launched with a new logo. And we started after much pressure from some fellow Flosstubers and other people. Now that we're back home, we are in production to make the large tablet / pattern stands. So this was the prototype that my husband made for me. It is 8.5 by 12. Or is it 8 by 12? 8 by 12 by 6.5. So the 6.5 goes from here to here. So it's 6.5 inches deep. There is a hole here and a hole here for easily charging. And there's one in the back too, so you can, however you need to, finagle your cord so it doesn't get in the way. If you need to charge while it's on the stand. There is also a groove to hold a stylus or a highlighter, and there is also a magnet to hold needles or scissors or tail tuckers or anything metal. Now I can't remember the other thing that I was putting on there. Pattern markers or place markers or whatever. So we are offering this for $35 without personalization. With personalization, it would be $5, but it's not going to be with vinyl. It is going to be laser engraved with up to 4 names or 4 words and 1 icon. If you want something bigger than that, just DM me and we will figure out a price. And that is $35 without, $40 with personalization, plus shipping of $8.55. Keep in mind though that these will be made to order with at least a 2-week lead time. And though the pattern will remain the same, the woods may be different. So this is maple, sapele, and walnut, whereas the next batch will be made of sapele, maple, walnut. Right? I think that's what he told me. So this will be the board for the next batch of tablet / pattern stands. If you would like, no. If you would like one, please send me a DM on Instagram or on my Facebook page, and with your, just telling me that you'd like one with or without personalization, and send me your PayPal email address or your email address with Venmo or however you want to pay. And we're just starting out on Instagram now, not on Etsy, because we want to see how this goes. As do most people. Who wants to pay somebody else to do your legwork, right? So we'll see how it goes for now. But that's my little housekeeping plug for Stacie Stitches Creative Studio. Now on to your favorite part. Oh, giveaway. I promised you guys a giveaway for my 500 subscribers. So I have a giveaway. I am giving away, this was the, oh geez Louise, Cross Stitch Quarterly from Fat Quarter Shop. Yeah, Stitch Quarterly March, which is their fresh cut, right? Fresh cut. So you'll get the pattern with, I think it has the, oh my God, the pattern with, I hate when they don't put it on the bag, with the Aida is in there, 14 count Aida, the Cosmo threads. I'm also throwing then also the thread conditioner. So you're pretty much getting the entire quarterly package. The needle minder, the needle. I'm also throwing in some It's So Emma line keepers. Some of these doohickeys for you folks that use, oh, what are those things called? Q-snaps or a hoop. There's also a finishing ribbon in there. And another pattern from Heart and Hand called Doodle Spring. So, this is my 500 subscriber giveaway. Oh, and you're gonna get it in the bag. So here's the bag. So, to be eligible for this giveaway, first, you have to be 18 or over so you can give me your address. Second, you must be a subscriber to this channel. Third, you need to fill out the Google form below. I'm doing that now because it's just going to be easier for me. So please, if you wish to receive Happy Mail or your giveaway, because I am going to start sending Happy Mail just for the hell of it, just like Janet Jabber does. So if you want to receive Happy Mail or you wish to win one of the giveaways, then please, please, please fill out the Google Happy Mail form. Words. So if you would like to win this, do those things and use the word tulip. That is the secret word for today. Did anyone watch Pee Wee Herman as a kid? That was the secret word. The secret word is tulip. T-U-L-I-P. Tulip, like Amsterdam. Like the flowers in Amsterdam. Not like I've ever been to Amsterdam, but yes. You want to win? That's what you need to do. So that's the 500 subscriber giveaway. Everybody's favorite part, haul. Or I want to use something else other than haul. Or loot. And I just can't find a good word. Do you have any suggestions? Like, I don't know. I was trying to look up synonyms, and like synonyms for haul and loot are like booty. I don't want to use booty because not every. That's like pillaging. Like I didn't pillage. I bought the stuff. But let's do Happy Mail first because I did get some Happy Mail from Lisa. And Lisa, you need to like send me your name phonetically so that I. Lisa Stitchetti. I took 4 years of Italian. I should know how to say your name, but to me, it looks like it should be Cicchetti. Let me know if that was right or wrong or what it was. But she had watched me and how I talked about I wanted this pattern from Sue Hillis. So she sent it to me. I want to do this and put it on my kid's door. I think that would be funny. And she also sent me this cute card with a nice little note in it in a purple envelope. And she was so cute because she's like, I know you love purple, so I didn't seal the envelope and I didn't put your name on it in case you wanted to use it again. Thank you, Lisa. It was so nice of you. You're the sweetest. We need to interact more. I know we do a little bit, but we need to interact more on the socials. Hit me up, girl. You're in California, though. You're so far away. You're so far away. So that was my Happy Mail. I did get some other Happy Mail, but I'm not allowed to show it yet. But I also procured one of these. Have you seen these yet? If you haven't, you need to go check out Heather, Punky Pearls, because this is freaking maze balls. So this is her new Project Keeper. It's not a project bag. I don't even know how she's marketing it, but Project Keeper sounds cool to me, like Trapper Keeper, because that's kind of what it reminds me of. But it is she's such a great sewer. So it's a zipper, and inside is not one, not two, not three, but four, count them, 4 vinyl project bags. Heather, these are so freaking good. So freaking good. There she is. So check out Punky's Place on Etsy. Hit up Heather, Punky Pearls, on Insta or on Facebook. And wait and see if she puts some more out there. They never, ever, ever, rarely ever make it to her Etsy page because they get snagged up before she gets a chance to list them. Which, can you blame anyone? Gorgeous. Heather, gorgeous. And I'm so glad you're my friend because you make gorgeous things. And just think about that. It's 4 project bags. How much are 4 project bags? It's actually 5 because you can put stuff in here too. You could possibly say it's 6. But how much do 4 project bags cost, right? So normally a project bag will run you between $25 and $35 depending on who makes it. So times that by 4 or 5, right? She sells these for $120. Well worth it. Well worth it. Now I have to figure out all the shit I'm going to put in it. Thank you, Heather, for helping to enable me and by buying all your stuff and supporting you. I love to support you. Look at this. My hair is just not long enough, but it's too long. So yes, Heather, beautiful bag, beautiful work, well worth the money. It's awesome. And I'm not a super duper coffee drinker, but I was like, I don't care because I just need this. I didn't care which one it was. I just needed one. And so now we go to haul. So while I was in Pennsylvania, you know, I visited a bunch of shops. So we went out to Westchester, Pennsylvania. We were really like doing like this day trip thing because my husband, if you don't know, if you are a DIY watcher and like carpentry and old houses and things like that, there is a show on DIY Network called Stonehouse Revival, which is all taped in the Chester, Delaware, Bucks County area of Pennsylvania, which is where we're from. Now, we're from Montgomery County, but it's all the same area. So in this show, they just like it says, Stonehouse Revival, they take these 1800s, sometimes early 1900s periods houses, and they revive them. Or they have, they restore them to their original. It's an awesome show. The host is really amazing. And he opened a store in the Exton Square Mall called Schoolhouse Woodworking. And my husband's been wanting to go there, and I've been wanting to go there. And so the host of the show, his name is Jeff Devlin. He is a carpenter, and he does this revival thing. So, Stonehouse Revival thing. So we've wanted to go to the store, so we go to the store, and it is just chock full of the most beautiful woodworking pieces and vintage style everything and old finds, and it was just an amazing shop. But not only do you get to when you get to the mall, you go into the shop. In the back of the store is this big open area made of it's a big open area, but it's enclosed a little bit with old windows and old doors. And in this room is Jeff Devlin's entire woodworking shop. He was in there making furniture when we were there. It was freaking cool. I mean, when I say his entire woodworking shop, he has got, sorry if you're not a woodworker, but this was amazing. We couldn't even believe how it was possible to have an entire woodworking shop in a store in the mall. So he has, he has all of his sanders and stockpiles of wood, a CNC machine, now the words are going to flutter right out of my head, a drum sander, a belt sander, all sorts of things. The wood turners, now I can't remember, lathe, thank you, that's what it is. Thank you, mystery person speaking in my ear. Lathe. So we sat there and we watched for a while, and it was just the most amazing thing to see a man doing woodwork in the mall. So he also does classes there where he teaches people how to make charcuterie boards, and it was just really cool. And the young lady who was working the cash register was amazing. She was super sweet. And she's like, oh, well, what brought you guys in here today? And I said, oh, I follow you guys on Instagram. We love Stonehouse Revival. We're excited because it's coming back. And, you know, we came, you know, we visiting from Florida, and we just had to come out and check out the store. And she's like, oh, you guys drove all the way from Florida, and, you know, and then you came out here to see us, and da 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 da. She goes, let me go get Jeff. I'm sure he'll want to spend 5 or 10 minutes chatting you up. I'm like, no, we don't want to bother him. He's working, you know, whatever. And she's like, no, really, let me go get him. He's the nicest guy. And I was like, okay. So she goes to get Jeff. She gets Jeff, and he is the nicest guy. He's the nicest guy. He let us walk around his woodworking showroom and his shop, his wood shop, and then he's teaching my son how to use the lathe because his son was making a baseball bat. I was like, it couldn't have been any more perfect. So it was just a really great experience. If you're not watching Stonehouse Revival on DIY, you should go check it out. It's a pretty cool show, especially if you're into history or you live in the area of that, you know, New England, Northeast area, because it would pretty much be the same anywhere in the Northeast with these houses, these old stone homes. It's just a really cool show, and Jeff Devlin is a super nice guy. Anyway, with that, I had to buy something. So I bought my first dough bowl. It's so nice. So of course I buy this, and we get it back, and Brian is inspecting it because now he wants to make dough balls. Would you guys be interested in buying a dough bowl from Stacie Stitches Creative Studio? I don't know. It's a nice dough bowl. And I saw this other piece that I thought was really cool. This like vintagey window type thing. And I thought, I could make 4 smalls, like quirky Quakers, and put them in there. Either like this, like this. I don't know. I just thought it was a super cool finishing piece. So I got those. Those are my 2 like non-stitchy items. So while we were in the Exton, Westchester area, I stopped at Strawberry Sampler, which they just recently moved from one location to a new location, and they weren't done stocking yet. But let me tell you, they are so organized from what I could tell. I said that to her and she laughed at me. I was like, no, trust me. And she knows, because she knows the other shops that I've been to. So she knows how much more organized she is. And if you watch Grace Note Stitchers, they were just there too. I missed them by about a week. Such is life. But I got some stuff from there. I got some 20 count white Aida, just simple white Aida. And you know me, not really into the Aida thing, but I thought 20 count, I could do 20 count because I got some of the JBW Designs Christmas patterns, and I think they look awesome on stark white. I also got, I'm not gonna hold these up because take them out of the bags because there's no modeling. This is just straight. This is 40 count Twilight Blue, and I don't even know who makes these, and you can see from the labels that they've probably been around a while. This is 38 count Leg Heron Gray. So, what else did I get from there? I just want to pull out the ones that I got from that shop. Cooperate, please. So I got this pattern from my big toe, the wedding. So this is a wedding sampler that I want to do. Oh, I hope they're not watching. They said they watch, but I don't believe them. for my brother and his bride-to-be. Their wedding colors are going to be navy blue, Merlot, and blush. So, pink, blue, and navy. Or pink, maroon, and navy. So I'm thinking to do this. I have some fabulous Merlot colored fabric from Jody and doing two colors, the blush and the navy. What do you think? I think that would be gorgeous. So I got that. I got Winter Meadow from Just Nan. This is a pin keep. I thought it was so pretty and I'd never seen it before, and it comes with the beads because you know now I like the beading thing. I'm so tempted to do a Biscornu ever since I went to StitchCon because the we saw a bunch of people doing Biscornus and I was like, oh, I want to do a Biscornu. But I'm afraid. And then I got this other, I don't think it's a pin keep. I don't really know what it is. It's like a little pillow. And I've never heard of this designer before. Thistles. This is 11 Snowflakes Start Winter. Can you see that? I just think it's so pretty. I got that. I think that's all I got from that store. Yeah. Yes. So that's all I got from, I feel like I did get more, but maybe I didn't. I guess I didn't. Okay. So no, I didn't get anything else from, that's what I got from Strawberry Sampler. And then of course, I don't know, this is, in the last, since being in Pennsylvania, I had a lot of downtime in the evenings that I didn't have to do anything because my mother-in-law was doing it all. So I started joining the stash unload sites, which I think was a big mistake, especially if I don't want to spend any more money. But then when you look at it, like, oh, this is only $2 or $3. So I got this from Stash Unload, Mill Hill Bittersweet Moon. So it's a booklet with all of these Halloween and then Thanksgiving patterns. That one I like, the Scarecrow in particular. So cute. I also got Country Cottage Needleworks, A Place We Call Home. I thought of maybe doing that as a sampler too for wedding sampler, but then I got that other piece from My Big Two. I also picked up Little House Needleworks Coming to America. And this is so pretty. Glendon Place's Woodland Wonder. Sorry, y'all, this is going to be a long one. I also got my September calendar crates. Now, for this, I only get the pattern and the thread pack because I want to use my own fabric. So I got the September one. Oh, also from Stash Unload, I got Sunflower Bell Pull. But I'm going to be gifting this to somebody, and I'm sure she knows who she is, so if she wants it, it's all hers. I just couldn't pass it up when I saw it. Country Cottage Needleworks Garden Party. So I perused this new website called The Kiwi House. They are an online needle workshop, and what sucked me in was they had a $50 mystery box filled with patterns. So yeah, I kind of got it. So I have a stash of stuff that I'm not going to show you that's going to be used for future giveaways. But the Kiwi Houses, they got some cute stuff there. So I got this Garden Party, Country Cottage Needleworks, and oh, I want to do this one too. Countdown to Christmas from Country Cottage Needleworks. That's so cute. What do you think you would use for the marker? Would you use like, put it on a magnet board, use a magnet, or would you use like a pin? Like, what would you use to mark down the dates? Can you put that in the comments below? And Spring Blooms from Scissor Tail Design. I like this. Can you see that? Sorry, y'all. Home Sweet Home 2021 from Puntini and Puntini. How cute is that? Springtime from Elizabeth's Needlework Designs, Simple Samplers. Thought that was pretty too. Hands-on Designs 25th. This will be my first block party, so I want to try that. I have to get the pins though, so it didn't come with the pins. Okay, I think that's it for patterns. Yeah. Okay, moving on, shall we? I got my fabric of the month from Fiberlicious Yummy Fibers, and this month, or that was June. This is Peach of My Heart. It's a much deeper peach color than what's showing up on here. It's super pretty, but again, Gwen makes the best. And then I also get the thread pack. You get over it pretty quickly. Again, don't mind my mullet back there. So this is the June thread pack, and this is Apricot Sunshines. All those different colors. It's interesting. I'm not sure where the blue comes in, but I love that blue. Spun Sugar. Resting Peach Face. I love that. So nice. Peach Please. Peach Please. And Creamsicle. You can't tell, but it does have a very tinge of peachy orange. I don't know what's up with the... I think I need to get a ring light. I mean, my backdrop's white, so I mean, we shouldn't have this problem. And I should know better because, oh, that didn't work out so well. Just fell all apart on me. Oh, my fabric of the month from Jody. I get a 36 count linen. So look at that. Her modeling is just beyond amazing. So it's this green. She doesn't name her fabrics unless she's putting them in some kind of specialty box. Which, if you didn't see her black pearl fabric in the pirate stitching box, that was amazing too. And then here is the maroon color, but I have another piece that's more burgundy than this color that I think would be good for that sampler. But I'm wondering if the modeling is just too much for a sampler. What do you think? Is the modeling too much for a sampler? I don't know. Because, you know, samplers are really traditional. Something to ponder. And then, influenced by my lovely friend Bobby, I hopped onto Facebook, Volcano Stitching, and got this 28 count linen. And I have no idea what the color is, but who cares? Because it's just that good. So it is a very light purple, light green, and gray modeling. And it looks like there's some blue in there too. But I love it. It's not doing it justice. It's gorgeous. So yeah, check them out. Volcano Stitching on Facebook. And then I got into the Color and Cotton thread club. So I only get mine, I think, every 3 months, so quarterly, or maybe every other month. But this one is Thistle. I love the purple. Blue Daisy. Pear. I love this color. It so looks like a pear. Peanut. And Hayride. So for my first set of Color and Cottons, I am very pleased in the colors. They're really pretty. Very, very nice. Now I know why everybody loves them so much. Now, if only I could get into the fabric. But that one is still closed. And I got my Color and Cotton, or not Color and Cotton, Classic Color Work thread pack that goes with my September calendar crates. And then last but not least, I got my Forbidden Fiber Co. Thread of the Month pack. Magnetic Mahogany. Celery. I should have used, you know what? I started that Tiny Modernist pattern before this came. That would have been really cool to use. Actually, both of these. Sugar Plum. Gingerly. Poinsettia. Look at that. Silver Bells. It is really silvery. Oh, this blue. Pacific. Heather, this blue has your name all over it. Punky Pearls. Greige. I don't know. It's not very gray, but it is beige. Greige. There is some gray in it, though. Troubled Waters. I like this color a lot too. Gorgeous. This is good too. Sea Gray. One of a Kind. Poe. And the other one, oh no, this one isn't One of a Kind, but this is Heartthrob. Look at all those colors. She makes some really fun colors. Heartthrob. So that's my procurement, Happy Mail, all of the above things. Plans are to keep going with Stitchmas in July. And then I have to get back to my Pretty Peacock sale and Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow, which I haven't seen anybody else really working on. I've been doing the Zoom calls with Pam from Stitching in the Land of Good Enough. She does a Hawk Run Hollow Zoom twice a month. I didn't get to do the last one because that was the day we were driving home. But I think that's going to be the only time I do this quote unquote stitch along for Hot Run Hollow is during those Zoom calls. I'm being so rude. I'm so sorry. So yeah, I think that's all I got for now because I think this is like a super long video. It's making me think that I need to go back to once a week instead of doing every other week, but y'all voted for every other week. So I guess we'll just see how it goes for a while. So, just to reiterate, if you would like to win this giveaway for my 500 subscriber giveaway, use the word tulip, be 18 or over, fill out the Google Mail form, or Happy Mail form. Even if you don't want to win and you just want Happy Mail, fill out the form. If you'd like to purchase a pattern stand, send me a DM in Instagram. And if you like my videos, please hit the like button, the thumbs up, subscribe, do all the things, and I guess that's it for now. So I'll see you next time. And as I always say, my sign off, let's quit bitching and just get stitching. Bye.